We are live on Sports Today Dugout, and why are we 2 hours, 3 hours early today? Why?
Because maybe in next 3 hours, just in case, there is a possibility that we might have the actual T20 World Cup squad for India.
Oh,
Possibilities.
there's a good chance. What is the latest, by the way? Meeting is happening.
Meeting has been happening for days now, or rather meetings have been happening for days now, but it has to come today. The T20 World Cup has to, as in it's not mandatory, because a month before the T20 World Cup kicks off, you have to announce your squad a month before the actual date of start of the T20 World Cup. So we are expecting that 12th, that is today, by today evening, hopefully the team for the T20 World Cup should be out. And what are we doing here now?
We are
making the job easier.
You know, I've just, the realization has just hit me. For the past 6 months, how many times have we been making the T20 World Cup team? How many times? And today, you know, when you're preparing for something for so long,
has anything changed?
You build up. No, I'm saying you build up for something for months and months and months. When the day really arrives, on that particular day, it's hard to believe it's here. Because from today onwards, we cannot make our likely 11.
But
likely 15.
No, but then we can make our likely 11.
11, yes.
Till
but that
23rd.
whole likely 15 that we used to make, if you have been watching Sports Today for the last 6 months or so, we have been making every series, the focus has been T20 World Cup team. What is happening? T20 World Cup. This combination, T20 World Cup. What will happen? Ever since, in fact, not even last 6 months, actually, from the time that the last T20 World Cup finished.
Ever since the captain was announced, the new captain was announced.
Yes.
Ever since we lost the last T20
That's
World
what I'm
Cup,
saying. Ever since we lost the last T20 World
because
Cup.
I remember the day, in fact, a few days after we lost that T20 World Cup, Indian team was back. We were doing shows here, and we were discussing what could be the possible 11 in the next T20 World Cup, and we arrived at a conclusion that nothing is going to change. More or less, your team will remain same. Here and there, you know, a few of the players who actually missed out in the last T20 World Cup, the likes of UZ Chahal, and who was the other guy?
Last World
Harshal
Cup.
Patel, the likes of Harshal Patel, UZ Chahal, they might just make it back into the team, but more or less nothing will change, at least in the 11. And I think possibly the 11, at least the batting, would look pretty similar to what we saw in the last T20 World Cup against Pakistan.
But are we confirming that the 15 will be announced today? The cutoff is 15th.
Yeah.
Today is still.
See, I'll tell you, I think
few days before.
but it has
it's 12th.
It has happened in the past. It has happened. You know that we are told that the team will be announced today, but you know, they still want to go back and discuss about a few players, because there could be a few surprises. In fact, there are a few surprises. So
you think there will be surprises? I don't think there will be any surprise. Anyway, we'll get to the team. But all I want to know, today definitely the team is going to be announced. The meeting is happening, you're confirming. Meeting started last night?
No, meeting started on 13th.
Last night also there was a meeting. This morning also there was a meeting.
A meeting,
and now also there is a meeting happening. It's a lot of meetings, but I don't blame them. It's the T20 World Cup squad, which is very important. So you have to have lots of meetings. Now see, everyone has, the coach might have his own point of view, the captain might have his own point of view, the selectors might have their own point of view.
Are you sure?
Yes, they can. Yes, they can have a point of view. Whether whatever is agreed on is a different point of view. Then president, secretary can have their point of view.
President can also have a point of view.
Point of view, why can't? Point of view, everyone can have. You and I have a point of view. We put it here.
No, but in the meeting.
In the meeting, no, not in the meeting. But see, that is the official meeting. Before that, there have been other meetings where everyone can chip in. No? President can chip in, secretary can chip in. The official meeting, which is happening right now, that is only between selectors. Before and after, everyone will see. Again, as I'm saying, the president of the board is also a former captain, and he is the big boss of the board. So he will also be concerned. He would want that this team does well, and if he has any input as a former captain, he deserves to give it. I think he does. and I won't be surprised if he's already given his input. Whether what the team comes is another thing.
Was this the reason he was sent to Dubai yesterday?
No. That was protocol. The president of each board is invited. Na? All the participating board presidents are invited. They go. The heads of the boards go. So that's how he was invited. He went on that. Though the Asian Cricket Council boss was not there. That was surprising. But all others were invited.
Because the meeting.
Because of me. But I'm saying there's a possibility that I'm sure that the president would have given his inputs. This is what you should do this. To the selection committee meeting. Inputs that I feel like that. At the end of the day, it's up to the selection committee to decide. And captain and coach to decide. They'll play a major role.
Yeah.
So you're saying surprises will happen. What I want you to do is first take a look at the T20 World Cup from 2021. This is not the current team. This is the team from the previous edition. So what have we got? The 15 member. I'm just going to read them out. Virat Kohli was captain, if you remember. Rohit Sharma, vice captain. KL Rahul, who is now the vice captain. Surya Kumar Yadav, Rishabh Pant, Ishan Kishan, Hardik Pandya, Ravi Jadeja, Rahul Chahar, Ravichandran Ashwin, Varun Chakravarti, Jasprit Bumrah, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Mohammad Shami, Shardul Thakur. Actually, the names are very small. We should have had, there. So this was the 15-member squad that India had for the last T20 World Cup. I thought it's best to refresh your memory and let you guys know what the squad looked like last time around. And now maybe we can spend some time as to deciding what could be the likely 15 now. And we are playing selectors, me and Rahul, so we can agree, disagree, whatever. First, what we should do is write down from here names that both of us agree will make the 15 this time. Let us start the exercise by doing that. Shall we do that?
Yeah.
By writing the names of people that...
Rohit will be the captain?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. So this is from the last World Cup to now. We are writing names of players who were in the last World Cup and we are definitely sure will be part of
Virat Kohli?
Yes.
KL Rahul?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. What do you mean, are you sure?
I'm just asking.
You will drop KL Rahul?
No, I am
from the
asking
15.
you.
I am 100% sure. But you are asking in a way as if you have doubts.
Surya? He was there.
Hardik. We are writing the certainties.
Okay, those who are there in this team also and who are
going to be, yes,
okay.
who were there in the last World Cup and definitely will be in this World Cup. Okay.
Bumrah is...
Write him at 11. Bumrah. Can write Bumrah. So
Jadeja unfortunately is
injured, otherwise he would have been there.
He won't make it. Yeah. Ashwin, are you sure about Ashwin?
No, I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
So the ones Bhuvneshwar Kumar.
Bhuvi, sorry.
Yes. Anywhere you can write him. Bhuvi. So out of the 15 of the last T20 World Cup, we have come up with 7 names. 7 names.
Just 7
that we think are sure. That is not to say that there will only be 7 from the last World Cup. There will definitely be more. But 7 we are certain about that from the last 15 will make it. Both of us agree that these 7 will be there.
But if I'm not wrong, see, Akshar Patel was drafted into this squad. You would remember. But then he was again... who made it to the squad? I think there was some injury to somebody and then somebody was... somebody actually from the reserves made it to that squad. So Akshar Patel, by the way, was a reserve. Akshar Patel was there, Shreyas Iyer was there, and there was one more guy.
So who are the ones that are not making from this World Cup squad?
For sure, Varun Chakravarti is not making it to that team. Shardul, unfortunately, he
Not
also doesn't
making
make it to that team. Ishan Kishan is not there in that race.
Yes, I doubt
what
it.
we've seen.
3.
Ravindra Jadeja, of course, he is injured. Rahul Chahar, the leg spinner, will not make it because how Yuzi Chahal has made a strong comeback.
Yes. So now...
And who can?
So now I think from here, only two can, and I know people might say 3. Those are Rishabh Pant and Ravichandran Ashwin.
And Ashwin.
2 more can. So 9 I think will make it from last time. I am not writing Mohammad Shami's name. because I do not think that he will get a slot in this team. I would have personally liked it. If you know that I've been advocating, you also have been advocating Mohammad Shami's name, because I think he's still very useful. He picks up wickets early. I know people keep pointing out his T20 record. He's played only 17 T20s, by the way, that too after a long gap. So essentially, take a look at his IPL record, and we take a look at IPL records for a lot of players. Take a look at his IPL record, take a look at the last 3-4 seasons. He's been one of your top wicket takers. You want early wickets, he's the guy. He's been doing it consistently in the IPL. I think he should be, but Sutro ke mutabik, I feel that Mohammad Shami will not make it. In fact, I think there will only be 4 fast bowlers picked. Yeah,
Plus Hardik.
Plus Hardik. Hardik is your 5th fast. Only 4 fast bowlers will be picked for the team, because you'll have to go with 3 spinners. The only way you can pick 5 fast bowlers and Hardik is if you only pick 2 spinners. That I think is highly unlikely that India just pick 2 spinners. They will pick 3, I think. And as soon as they pick 3 spinners,
Akshar has to be there.
Then the slot. Yeah. No, I'm just saying, as soon as you pick 3 spinners, then the slot is only left for 4 fast bowlers. 2 you've already given, Bumrah, Bhuvi. What I'm getting to know, Harshal will be there.
Arshdeep will be there.
Those are your 4 done. Now the thing is, what they could do is, like they did this time, take another fast bowler as a reserve, not part of the 15.
So it will be an 18-member squad as well.
Yeah. There will be 2-3 guys who may go, would be extra. But that way, then you can take that extra spinner also. Supposing you include the 5th fast bowler in the squad and only have 2 spinners, but 1 spinner goes as a reserve with the team. So just in case one of the spinners is injured, then he comes in. So
I think the first name I see here would be Arshdeep for sure.
Yeah. Ashdeep is done. And Harshal Patel. We have reported that he's fit, and if he's fit, then he's coming in. Again, as I said, the jury is out. Some of you may think that.
Although I would want to see a Deepak Chahar here.
I would too, but I think he will go. He will go, but as that reserve. He will go, but as that reserve. I would also want to see him.
I would much rather have a Deepak Chahar in place of Harshal Patel, if you ask me.
Yeah, but I think this is the team that they'll go with. Now, you want to write...
You know, why I would want to see a Deepak Chahar here? Because Bumrah and Harshal Patel, they both are coming back into the team after a lengthy injury layoff. What if? I understand you're saying that he'll play in the reserve, he'll be there in the reserves and all. But I don't buy that argument, to be very honest. If that's the case, selectors, they have the... they have the authority to pick a 15-member squad, and or team management can pick an 11. But I will have my argument that I would want to see a Deepak Chahar in that 15-member squad. He is fit. You've been picking him again and again and again. Here you got Avesh Khan in place of Deepak Chahar for the Asia Cup. You didn't give him an opportunity. Gave him an opportunity, a 2-week tournament, or maybe you can say 3-week tournament, because in the lead up to the 2-week tournament you didn't play a lot of cricket. He was there for the ODI series, so you've hardly seen him. You should have given him a few opportunities, Deepak Chahar, and if he gives you value addition is his batting. That's what I think. I think Harshal, I'll still go with Deepak Chahar.
No, but I am telling you, this will not happen. I know what you're saying, and I would also want Deepak Chahar.
I can understand. I've got 3 very good death bowlers.
Yes.
And off late, just before he got injured, Harshal Patel,
Bumrah will also bowl with the new ball. Bhuvi will bowl with the new ball. You might give Arshdeep.
He was going for a few runs also, Harshal.
No, I agree. I agree with you on that. But I'm telling you what the selectors are going to be. I feel this is what they will go. And Deepak Chahar, see, if they were so keen of playing Deepak Chahar,
he would have played.
Yes. Imagine there was a situation where Avesh was not well and you needed to draft in somebody else, but you did not. You did not take that opportunity of leaving Avesh Khan out because you hope that he'll get fit. So in your mind, you rather have an unfit Avesh in the team with the hope that he'll get fit rather than draft Deepak Chahar. If I was so keen on Deepak Chahar, even if there was a chance that Avesh gets fit later, I would have still got a Deepak Chahar.
I get your point.
But the mindset is that, and you, even for that spinner, by the way, you got Akshar Patel, you only played him in an inconsequential game. Crucial game, you were not playing him. You could have still got a Deepak Chahar. The fact that they did not, I'm just telling you. So I feel Deepak Chahar will go. I agree. But he'll go as a reserve, as a 16, 17. He'll keep bowling in the net. In case there's an injury, he comes in. So now I'm saying let's fill these 3 spots this side with the bowlers. So let's fill the 3 spinners. Then we'll come to the remaining batsmen. Who are your 3 spinners? UZ Chahal is done. Now you got 2 spots
Chahal,
for
not Chahar, by the way. This is UZ
Chahal.
And one.
I think Akshar will has
for
to
sure.
go
Akshar
because Jadeja is injured. You will need a spin bowling all-rounder, and that's the only option that you have.
At times I feel it's a friends club. At times I look at these teams and squads. Friends club, and as in I like you, I don't like you, all that. Anyways.
Yeah, you are talking like a Sahafi.
I don't have no Sahafi. Yeah, I am a Sahafi.
You are talking like
I am a Sahafi. You are also
from across
Sahafi.
the border.
No.
Friends club,
Is
they
it?
say.
Okay.
They say, na.
No, but-
after Pakistan lost, they after the Pakistan team saying that.
Even when they win, they are after they.
So Saqlain Mushtaq was asked in the press conference that Shoaib Malik has tweeted that you are selecting teams based on friendship, and Shoaib, this Saqlain Mushtaq, the coach was asked.
I saw that story on Sports
Today. On Sports Today it's there, and Saqlain said that what is wrong in being friends and being friendly to people? I think all of us should be friendly.
No.
I should be friendly.
But that should not dilute your decision making ability.
No, he's saying all of us are friends. The one who didn't come also are friends. So he's saying, why are you making? He took it very nicely. Okay.
I'll tell you. I think the next name.
Answer.
Next name.
Ashwin / Bishnoi, right? Those are the 2 you will have to select.
Pick one out of them.
I'm going to pick Bishnoi. I'll tell you simply why. Why?
Then fair.
Because I am picking because
No, I will also go with Bishnoi, by the way.
I think you will need. See, Bishnoi played that one game and looked impressive.
He was the best bowler in that game.
And I'm saying that.
And then you dropped him.
Yes, you dropped him. And I'm saying that I agree with Ashwin. He'll give you both a little bit. But I think when you really need wickets, you need an X factor.
Exactly.
You want the team to be troubled. And let's see, people keep saying that he gives bowling googly, but he's dangerous with that. And that quick googly is dangerous. No matter what you say.
The best thing about Bishnoi that I have liked is that he's a quick learner. There was a time, in fact, he's been with the Indian team for almost a year now.
Yeah.
He was very impressive in his IPL season. That is the reason why he was retained also by, in fact, not retained, Lucknow franchisee actually picked him through draft. And then he's been playing with the Indian team. Okay. There was one complaint that a lot of people had with Bishnoi, that he was bowling, he was very quick through the air and relied a lot on those googlies. But of late, at least in this Asia Cup, we've seen that he is a quick learner. He is learning. He can actually bowl those, leg spinners, nice, juicy, not juicy, but, he can give the ball some air. And that is how he actually trapped Asif Ali when Arshdeep unfortunately dropped that catch. It was a very good delivery to outfox a batsman. So I would also want to see a Bishnoi here rather than, because T20 if you have to win.
Kuldeep Yadav, we've forgotten, or he's fallen back.
Yeah,
behind.
because
I agree.
He's playing Dilip,
he's
playing the Dilip Trophy also, and he's not been amongst
no, fair point. Wickets. I just thought let's just throw in the names that everyone.
And the best thing about Bishnoi is he is an attacking wicket-taking option. Simple. Is Ashwin your wicket-taking option?
Not as much as Bishnoi. X factor Bishnoi I will go with. He can trouble teams.
I'll go with Bishnoi.
I'll also go with Bishnoi. So we are going with Bishnoi.
Although
now you had a point to make about friends, and we'll find out what were you trying to get at.
No, that we'll see when the actual team is out.
Then you will
friends without any benefits.
So then people will have to tune into Sports Today to find out what you were hinting at. Isn't it? If once the team is announced.
No, I'll wage a war if all these things happen.
Okay, so
now only 3 spots are left.
3 spots are left. Now interesting, because there were a few players that we said we'll talk about from here. One of them being Rishabh Pant. Does he come? Does he not come into the squad? There is a Deepak Hooda. Does he come in? Does he not come into the squad? Who else is left?
DK.
Dinesh Karthik.
He'll be your first choice wicket.
I think Dinesh Karthik will make it. There is no way that he's not making it, right? You've groomed him for one particular slot, and so you.
And by the way,
so you want to write his name?
Yeah, DK. I can
8. You can just write it at 8. Yeah, just 2 slots are left. Now you've got Hooda, Rishabh Pant, Shreyas Iyer, Sanju Samson. These are the players that you have been trying in the recent past. Ishan Kishan. So 5. Rishabh Pant, Deepak Hooda, Sanju Samson, Shreyas Iyer, Ishan Kishan. Am I missing out anyone? 5 batsmen roughly who you think will be discussed, and if they are discussed, who makes it?
Hooda for me.
I think Hooda will make it because
Especially because you don't have an Ashwin. In this team, if this is your 15, if this is your 15, Hooda makes it. If Ashwin is there, there's a chance that Hooda may not make it, and it could be a batsman.
But Hooda is a batsman. You don't bowl him at all.
No, maybe
Twice you played him, you didn't bowl him at all.
No, I'm saying Hooda for me in this particular scenario.
Out of the 5 I gave you the names, who's the first name that you're
You said
Hooda, Pant, Shreyas Iyer, Sanju Samson, Ishan Kishan. Because these are the ones that have been playing. We can't now suddenly get someone from the outside and airdrop him and drop him into the team.
That won't happen. Missing one name. One very prominent name we are missing.
A prominent name we are missing? I doubt it. We've got all prominent names covered. I don't think we're missing anyone.
You know,
out of the 5,
a lot of guys
out
in fact
of the
have been saying Ishan Kishan. The only thing that goes against Ishan Kishan is that you have 3 players here. Even if one of them gets injured, say God forbid KL Rahul gets injured, you have the best possible scenario to open with Virat Kohli for me.
No, that is a different debate.
So Ishan, I'm just eliminating him for the time being.
Okay, done. I'm with you. I think he's fallen back a bit.
Now you're left with 4 options.
Now 4 options. Hooda, Pant, Shreyas Iyer.
First name that I would want to add here in this scenario is Hooda. I don't know about you. Are you going with Hooda or not?
I tell you what, no, I am going with Hooda, though he had a disappointing time.
Entire team
he had a disappointing Asia Cup. No, more than that, can I tell you, I think what I am getting a sense from Rahul Dravid, they're not going to discard players very soon. Why they may keep Hooda is because, see, again, I think Hooda, they played him in the wrong position. If you wanted him as a number 6, 7, then you should have played him there. He's not that kind of a batsman. You kept playing him in the top order. Suddenly you got him there, so he's not. Looking at how Rahul Dravid reacts, I think there is a possibility that he will give him a longer role. They will not discard him after the Asia Cup is my feeling about Hooda. And now the other person I think might still make it is Rishabh Pant. I'll tell you why.
Left-handed.
Because India also always goes with 2 wicket keepers.
KL Rahul is just.
But he's never been keeping, and a no left-hander, and a lot of times.
You tell me one thing. Okay, there is one spot or one particular player or 2 players that I'm not too sure about. As of now, you tell me. You correct me if you think that I say Hooda here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although, by the way, more than our selection, we're actually putting names of players we think will be part of the 15. We're also trying to think through the selector's point of view and whatever conversations that Rahul and I may have had.
I think Pant / Sanju. Although
no, I don't think
Sanju making it to the
I doubt it will happen.
Let me see. No.
I doubt it will happen.
So I'll tell you why. Okay.
No slash. Give your this thing.
Pant. Why I think Pant is because he's the only left-hander in this entire squad except for Akshar Patel. He is the only left-hander. Sanju Samson. They've tried Rishabh Pant in the middle order also, in the higher middle order, number 4 usually they try. But unfortunately, Rishabh Pant hasn't done anything, hasn't set the stage on fire. Even though Sanju Samson also hasn't done. Sanju Samson. But maybe, wickets.
A lot of people are pointing, I can see Piyush Roy, there is Krishna Kumar, and there is.
Nikhil, why I am going with Sanju? I'm saying Sanju is still in the reckoning. He is not out of the reckoning. Why I'm saying is because wickets in Australia will be Pata wickets. And they might suit him.
Yeah, I agree. But also they might look at Pant's record in Australia, even though it came in test matches,
I'm saying here Pant is definitely ahead in the race, but I'm still not discarding Sanju Samson. He might be the surprise factor.
I think he may be. You're looking at the cricketing logic. I'm not agreeing. I'm looking at the team that selectors are picking today. purely from selectors' point of view. The team that will be announced today, and what we want to do here by this exercise is actually share with you what we think is going to be the most likely 15 that is going to be picked. We may agree or not. For example, I give you my own opinion that I would want Mohammad Shami. Definitely, I think he's a match winner, but he's not going to make it, is the kind of information that we have received. So we're just sharing that with you. He is a outside bet, a rare bet, only on an occasion if one between Harshal and Bumrah are not fit. Okay, then maybe Shami comes in. So they might say, okay, Shami is in and them subject to fitness or something, only that way. Or if they drop another spinner from here and try and accommodate another fast bowler, only on those situations he makes it. Otherwise, no chance of Shami making it. This is what I've found out. I would want Shami there, as I said. So not our opinion so much. This 15 that we are giving you is based on what knowledge we have.
And the discussions that have
been happening.
Yes, and things may change. You know, there's still a meeting happening as we speak. At least a while ago it was happening. So must be, there must be a lot of people involved. There will be discussions on a few of these players, or maybe we've not named them here. They still might be in the reckoning. I go with.
So, for example, I may even, if Hooda is not bowling, I'm just saying, if Hooda is not bowling, I wouldn't mind taking Sanju with me, risking him and taking him. I'm just saying. But the problem is, I am not giving my personal choice. I think this is what the team management is thinking. And I was in Dubai and I observed what the team was saying and what is the kind of messaging that is coming out of the team. And the one thing that I'm getting to know, whether even when they lost, the kind of messaging that came out that, listen, we're not going to panic. We believe in these guys. They've not worked out. You get an idea that, okay, as soon as you lose a thing, okay, this is the time you'll see some changes going forward. That's not the kind of impression that I got, that there'll be a lot of changes. So which means that while Hooda didn't have a good Asia Cup, and I may still be tempted to drop him and getting a Sanju, but I don't think it will happen. The team is going to go with the guys.
No, also the reason, Hooda gives me that option of an off spinner, because this team
then why did they not bowl him?
No, I'll tell you, this 15 member squad, by the way, he did bowl in the last match, although it was a dead rubber, but captain was KL Rahul. Somehow, maybe you were there. It could be your I don't know what you think about it. Maybe.
By the way, KL marshaled his troops very well that day, even against Afghanistan. For example, look at Bhuvi. I know that they were under the pump. So sometime when the team is under the pump, everything
looks. Rubber.
No, but still,
Virat Kohli had
I'm saying you have a lot of chance to get blamed. Same. Let's say if Afghanistan had come close and even then lost, then you would have panned the captain, saying, "Oh, poor captaincy, good chance, itna bada."
I'm not reading too much into that game, except for one thing.
Well, I like the way he used Bhuvi also, by the way. Didn't use him, keep him for later, finished off with him early. But as I said, situation was different. You got some early wickets.
Exactly.
There's a super chat, just quickly click on it. We'll just try and take that. This is the 15, I repeat, this is the 15 we think that the selectors are going to pick. So, in fact, Rahul has written Sanju. I doubt it will happen. It will be Pant, Hooda, DK, Bhuvi.
Palash Swami is saying this is also my likely team as well. The main discussion will be between Sanju and Pant. On a lighter note, will they announce any mentor this time?
Good question.
I doubt if any mentor will be
no mentor
announced this time. MS Dhoni can very well, in fact, travel to Australia. This team already has so many mentors. I think everybody's mentor is a mentor in this team.
Who? Like
everybody.
Who?
Virat Kohli is a mentor to this team. He's
player mentor.
Yeah, he's a senior pro. Rahul Dravid, coach cum mentor. Okay, Rohit Sharma, captain cum mentor.
Hardik Pandya, IPL winning captain.
Jasprit Bumrah is a mentor and
test captain.
Yeah, he's a leader.
He was test captain, just a short while ago.
So I agree that Rishabh Pant, the only maybe these are the only.
Just click on the other ones, please.
These are the only two spots I think
they will have debate over,
where they can have a debate, and for me also.
But I still feel Pant and Hooda will go.
Pant is definitely ahead of Sanju for two reasons: experience, and he can bat higher up in the order.
Team to be announced at 6 p.m. Palaswamy said. Maybe it is possible. We'll find out and I'll let you know.
Okay.
Could be quite possible.
No, acha, how can I forget?
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, it could well be. And then what else? Ritik Sharma says Pant is underperformed in T20s and we need to bring Shami back as we need bowlers who can bowl 140 plus in Australia. Ritik, I agree with you with Shami and I agree with you on Pant also. He's underperformed. I'm just sharing the thoughts that we have gathered after speaking to a few people who may be, in that decision making process, also observing the team very closely in Dubai after their losses. Based on our knowledge is what we've gotten to the 15. This is not our cricketing sense or our likes and dislikes that are coming into play. No, this is predominantly the team that we think that the think tank is thinking at the moment. So this is most likely the 15 you'll get to here. Gurupal says how many matches or series these 15 have played together. Synergy is completely missing. Deepak Chahar in place of Akshar and Shami for Bhuvi. Guru, again for your 2 changes, not going to happen. I'm just letting you know. Highly doubt whether that is going to happen. But you talk about that synergy missing, and this is something we've pointed out on Sports Today numerous times. Even while I was reporting out of Dubai, we said that the biggest reason was this, that the team was not playing. But what's gone by has gone by. I think what will now start happening, you will see this team play the next 6 T20Is, and that's where the synergy comes back in. Joshua Robert is saying DK should play all the 6 matches even if I agree. See, even for that batting position, which is very tough to come and just get 10-15 balls and make an impact, toughest role. But if you want someone to fulfill it, what do you have to do? Give him games after game after game. You have to give him confidence so that by the time he reaches the World Cup, he's got the confidence. He didn't get that in Asia Cup. Few games he played, never got a chance to bat, and the ones the remaining he was made to sit on the bench. So clearly Asia Cup didn't turn out to be the ideal preparation for someone like a DK, especially if you're grooming him for that role. So that didn't happen. Shubman Gill, Sanju Samson should be given a chance. Krishna Gaming says, but not happening now. Whatever chances will happen post the World Cup.
Exactly. I think a lot will change after
so
the
is
T20
6 p.m. the team is going to be announced, is it?
No, I'm just trying to check. You have to
maybe or maybe not. But we can wind up this broadcast.
Yeah.
Now that we've shared our 15, and we'll be live as soon as that 15 is announced, and then maybe that is when we can look at the merits and demerits of.
Vikram Rane is saying if Ashwin makes it to the 15, it would again prove something that Shoaib Malik, I don't know what his tweet was. Please
Shoaib Malik
indicate
said
reserve
that friends.
player.
Shoaib Malik said that in Pakistan camp, friends are given preferences and they.
But that was for Pakistan.
But
Jignesh Shah is saying please indicate the reserve player.
You were also
Deepak
saying
Chahar,
something
Ashwin,
like that.
Shreyas Iyer, Sanju.
Reserve player.
These actually these
Yes.
3-4 players. In fact, actually, it is very much possible the very same 4 players will be the reserve players. So it could be 18
it won't be
to
4, it will be 3.
It could be 18,
Deepak
19,
Chahar,
20.
Ashwin and Shreyas even I think will be the reserve. Good call, Jignesh. I think they will be the reserve.
So Prasad Bhagat, Rohit, Rahul, Virat, Sky, Hardik, DK, Hooda, Pant, Ashwin, Chahal, Bishnoi, Bumrah, Bhuvi, Arshdeep. I don't know how many players have you picked, Prasad. But anyways, can we, everybody must think. I just for some reason, I feel they might be looking to drop KL. I think they won't make that, take that call rather. And somebody is joining us from New Zealand.
Oh, beautiful country.
New Zealand.
Love it.
New Zealand.
India is going there after the World Cup.
Yeah. So KL, I doubt he'll be dropped because they don't have an option. Although Virat to open, if Virat does open, that's a pretty decent call. At least for Virat.
What is the question from New Zealand? Did you take that?
I don't have the means.
Just Karan Singh from New Zealand says Sanju made debut in 2015 and only played 15 odd matches. Pant already played 60 matches, not even a single match winning inning. He's a bigger match winner. No, Just Karan, I think your point is valid. I'm just telling you what the team management is thinking. But your point is valid, and I think it will come up for discussion once the team is announced. But I think they've decided to go one way. They've reposed faith in Pant. Also, him being a lefty has helped. And if they've gone this close to the World Cup, I doubt they'll make any changes now. A drastic change that drop him. It could happen, but I'm saying less
And
chance.
Just a clarification. This is not what Nikhil thinks or what I
yeah.
think. This team is based on what we've heard
Yes.
from the discussions that have happened in the past few days.
Yeah.
Between the people who actually matter. Be it selectors, captain, coach,
Yeah.
the team management, those people. This is based on what they think. It might change eventually but it won't change. There won't be any drastic change to what you are looking at on this board right now. So 15 are here. I'll just repeat: Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, KL Rahul, Surya Kumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya, Pant ahead of Sanju, Hooda, DK, Bhuvi, Yuzi Chahal, Jasprit Bumrah, Arshdeep, Harshal, Akshar Patel, Bishnoi. Unfortunate that somebody like Deepak Chahar doesn't make it to this team, for me at least. Let's see. I hope good sense.
No, but these are your four we mentioned.
But
the four
and there'll be
three
a
backup.
few reserves as
three,
well.
Three. Deepak Chahar, maybe
So
a
it'll be
Shreyas Iyer and an Ashwin.
Shreyas is
Or if Ashwin
designated.
makes here, then Bishnoi comes there. Yes.
Ashwin. Anyways, before you want to take a few, or let's wrap up and
We'll wrap up because we'll get ready for when the team is announced.
yes, chalo.
See you. Take care. Subscribe to Sports Today if you haven't already. And press the bell icon because as soon as the team is announced, we'll be there. That's when we can have a meaty discussion as to who deserved, who did not, which way the selectors have gone. Maybe you can point out how much we got right out of the 15 that we picked.
See you.
Bye bye. See you. Vanakkam.